Pick, win, and drive time, Wild Card Weekend edition. Mark Malusis with you, along with the owner of Empire Automotive Group, Michael Brown. What's going on, Michael? How are you?
Good to see you, Moose.
Playoffs are here. Before we get into all the wild card matchups, let's wrap up the season for both locals. And unfortunately, we both liked the Ravens last week.
Yeah, that was
week
a tough
18.
one.
They didn't cover.
Weather did not cooperate. We dominated up and down the field, but we couldn't punch it in.
No, couldn't punch it in. Turnovers in the red zone obviously didn't hit Baltimore. Yeah. But what we do each and every week, if you're just joining us, is Michael's going to make a selection against the spread. You go to empireauto.com/pick-win-drive. Register. It's free. Costs you nothing. Michael makes a selection against the spread. If he's correct, we draw your name at the end of that week. You have a shot at a Toyota Corolla at the end of the football season. It's as easy as that. All right, let's talk a little Jets. They went up to Buffalo, hung in there for a while.
Defense looked good.
Zach Wilson had no weapons whatsoever. Top four receivers out. Bills end up lengthening out that league, end up covering the spread. But what about the Jets wrapping up their year?
Yeah, I think the game, the one thing we were hoping for is to see continued progress by Wilson. Here's where I won't blame Wilson. He really had no shot.
No.
No receivers to throw to. Crowder was in the game for a short time, and then he was out. I don't even recognize some of the names.
Black.
Who are these guys? And listen, I'm sure there was effort there, but you can't get separation when you're playing the number one defense in the NFL. It's very difficult. So you saw Zach running for his life most of the game.
Now it's going to be a big offseason for the Jets because they have 2 picks, 4 and 10. They've got a ton of cap space, 2 high 2s, 2 number 4s. Plenty of capital here for Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh in the offseason.
Yeah, words like historic and epic come to mind when you think about the offseason for the Jets. It really could be an offseason to remember. Joe Douglas, who's done, I think, a really good job.
Yeah.
What I point to is the Jamal Adams trade. I point to the Chris Herndon trade for a 4th-round draft pick. Those are things that really have set up this year nicely. And now you have draft capital and cap space to go with it. The team can really morph into something that can be a really good product on the field in one season.
Now you get to the Giants. They lose to Washington 22-7. And just bluntly, throw it out there because obviously we know Gettleman's going to retire. He's taking pictures with his family and friends before the game on Sunday out at MetLife Stadium. So we know this is it for Gettleman as a general manager. Giants aren't going to embarrass him. The question is Joe Judge. Do you think they fire Joe Judge after year 2?
Well, listen.
Or would you?
Here's my issue. It seems like he's lost the team, right?
Yeah.
The players don't like him. But here's the one thing. He lost his quarterback down the stretch.
He did.
And there's no excuses. It's next man up. But is Glennon next man up? This was just awful.
How about Jake Fromm? Can't play.
Just terrible. So I'm not sure what you can expect. I happen to think Daniel Jones can play football. So I'd like to see this continue. I'd like to see Judge get another year. I don't know if the player's outspoken opinion is going to make that happen or not, though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Judge and if he indeed does get a 3rd year with the Giants. All right, it's Wild Card Weekend. We got a lot of matchups. We really do.
Yeah,
you got the
games.
2 teams that are in bye weeks. Tennessee, number 1 seed in the AFC. They're off this week. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, they're off in the NFC. But we're gonna have games all over the place, including a Monday night affair between the Cardinals and the Rams.
Yeah, amazing. Listen, I like the roads going through both teams with the number 1 seed. I think it's going to be very tough to beat a Tennessee team at home
with Derrick Henry,
with King Henry back, and I think Aaron Rodgers is playing the best football of his career. So you're going to have a tough time beating him.
If I had to put you in one spot this weekend, Michael, to watch one of these games, where would you want to be?
You mean which game?
Yeah, which game would you want to be? You hop on a flight, I can tell you, you're going to be sitting 50-yard line watching any of these games Wild Card Weekend. Which one would you want to be at? Buffalo, New England?
I think that's the one.
Even in the cold?
Come on. These guys played twice during the year. The rain game, and then the second game where Buffalo did what they had to do. Belichick ain't going away easy. Buffalo's the better team. New England's got the better coach. Going to be a great match.
It is going to be a great matchup. It was an unbelievable Week 18, and we're looking forward to an unbelievable wild card weekend. All right, Michael, it's pick time. What you do is you make a selection against the spread. You, the listener and the viewer, what you need to do is you need to register. We've been doing this throughout the course of the football season, regular season. We've got the postseason as well, all the way through the big game out in Los Angeles. So you register. It's free. Costs you absolutely nothing. What do you win? Well, you got a shot at a Toyota Corolla, a car, an automobile at the end of the football season. Doesn't get better than that. All right, Michael, where are we going for a wild card weekend selection?
It's tough. There's so many good games.
A lot of good games.
And I have a couple picks in mind, but I just go back to last year looking at wild card weekend, and something sticks in my head. Listen, this Buccaneers team is special. Tom Brady is special. but they're hurt. They're hurt. They're struggling with injuries. I think that they could come out with a victory this weekend, but I think it's going to be tough. Philadelphia can run the football.
They can.
And Jalen Hurts is back. I think they're well coached. I think +9 is just way too many points. I like the Eagles.
All right, so Eagles +9 on the road in Tampa. That's Michael's selection. Now it's up to you. Go to shopempireauto.com/pickwindrive. Register. It's free. You put your name in, lock it in. If Michael's selection, Eagles +9 wild card weekend is correct, we draw your name. You know what? You got a shot at a Toyota Corolla at the end of the football season. Michael, enjoy the football this weekend. Enjoy wild card weekend. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Moose.
You got it, and good luck to you.